Love spells. Heal a broken heart. In the Wiccan religion, spellcasting is a positive way of effecting changes in your life. If you want to heal a broken heart, try this spell.
There isn't really that much mystery to spells. Spells essentially just bring together intention and action, ideally in a playful and joyful way. The important thing to remember is to be clear and have absolute focus. Set up the altar. The first thing to do with any spell is to set up the altar. I have a very simple altar set up here. In the north, I have a piece of wood, representing the element of earth. There are other earthy alternatives, a plant perhaps, or a crystal. In the east, I have some incense, representing the element of air. Again, you could use something else, perhaps a feather, even a feather from a cushion would do. In the south, I have a candle for the element of fire. And here, in the west, I have water, representing water. You can also put optional extras onto the altar, just symbols representing your intention. So for example, I'm going to use some rose quartz. Rose quartz is a really healing crystal. It comes in all sorts of shapes and sizes, but just a nice big piece is going to do for me today. I'm also going to put on some cloves. 7. 7 is a magical number. And cloves represent healing. They numb pain. If you ever have a toothache, you might try chewing on one. Invite the elements. So now I'm going to call down on the elements. The idea behind this is that you have each of the elements on your side as you perform your spell. I'm simply going to say a few words to call them in. Element of the earth, I ask you to join me. Element of air, I ask you to join me. Element of fire, I ask you to join me. Element of water, I ask you to join me. Create a sacred space. So now I'm going to create a sacred space. Traditionally, you can use the voice or a drum, but I like to use kitchen implements. Once the noise is over, you'll notice a quietness. This is our sacred space, the cone of silence for spell making. The spell. So now we come on to the spell. A spell can be written, spoken or performed. This spell is in 2 parts, letting go and moving forward. The first thing to do is the letting go part. I've got a piece of paper here and a black pen, and I'm going to write down the name, or you'll write down the name, of your ex and your own name. And importantly, draw a line between them. Now I'm going to take the names and cut them apart. As I do so, I'm going to say an incantation, which is a spell in spoken form. It's best to make up your own words, something that has meaning and resonance with you. I cut all ties to you, and as I set you free, so it is for me. I cut all ties to you, and as I set you free, so it is for me. I cut all ties to you, and as I set you free, so it is for me. Place your name down on the altar, and we're going to burn your ex's name. For the burning, I'm going to use the pan again, with a candle, just really for safety and to keep things neat. Now remember, no hexing. A golden rule of spells is that anything you do returns to you 3 times. So it's better to think generously rather than revengefully, and this is where the incantation can help. As you recite, it's going to keep any of those nasty, mean, niggling thoughts away. I release thoughts that bind with love and grace, so joy and ease can take their place. I release thoughts that bind with love and grace, so joy and ease can take their place. I release thoughts that bind with love and grace, so joy and ease can take their place. So now I'm going to take some sweetly scented rose water. Use this to sprinkle on your own name, and then gently anoint your wrists and your temples as though you're a precious object. If you have some rose quartz, take this. And imagine pink healing energy flooding your heart. So for as long as you want. Pink is a colour of joyfulness and healing, so whether you've had your rose quartz or just your pink light, just stop when you're ready. We're now ready to put away the altar, which is quite simple really. Things just go back into their ordinary places. The only special rule is candles. These should be put out either by pinching them, or if you're not brave enough, perhaps snuff them with a spoon. I didn't blow the candles out because you don't want to blow away your intentions. So that was the spell, which I called Balm for a Broken Heart. Happy healing.